morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. So markets are mostly lower overnight. Beans down 10 cents. Oil is gaining back on soybean meal. Corn's down 3 and wheat's down 4. Outside market looks like stocks are going to try to open up a little bit better. Dollar's a little bit lower, and crude oil's unchanged around $78 a barrel. Yesterday we had a pretty sharp rally in the beans and meal. Due to a forecast that suggests for the next 7 to 8 days, central and northern Brazil will see some record heat and also dryness. Next Tuesday, a front will try to move across the central and northern Brazil and bring some shower activity. But yesterday, long-range maps starting November 25th brought in a weak high-pressure system across that same area, drying things out. So again, we're seeing private crop estimates of the Brazil and corn and soybean crop being lowered below the USDA numbers. And in soybeans, some are even lowering the soybean crop below last year's numbers. Argentina continues to see good rains, and there's no indication right now that their 2024 crop will not be bigger or closer to normal than last year's lower crops. So there's quite a bit of inverse in the meal market with nearby prices sharply higher, and then when you get into the Argentina harvest, prices are lower. Corn tended to follow soybeans yesterday, and again, the market tested some key resistance, although farmers still are hoping that the D's corn at some point in time before contract expiration sees a market trade over $5. I think starting next week, you're going to start seeing the commercials switch their bids from the D's to the March. We also noted in the wheat market kind of followed a little bit of the rally in the beans and meal. Russia's still offering wheat at a cheaper export price while it still remains dry in the U.S. Southern Plains. As far as the numbers are concerned, yesterday, 88% of the corn harvest is done, 95% of the beans, 93% of the winter wheat crop is planted. They did lower the crop ratings, 47 from 50% good to excellent. Kansas is 31, Texas is 40, and Washington State is 51, while Illinois is 73. Export inspections, beans, 60 million bushels. We've got exports to date 515 versus 546. 24 million bushels of corn. We shipped 242 versus 197 last year. And 7 million bushels of wheat. We shipped 273 versus 367. USDA did announce 143,000 tons of corn to Mexico, 204 soybeans to China. We did see one crops person drop his Brazil soybean crop to 158 versus the USDA's 163. He estimates Brazil corn at 121 versus the USDA's 29. So look for continued choppy trade. Again, on Mondays we tend to trade the weather markets, and the rest of the week we try to consolidate going into the weekend, or like this week we've got CPI, PPI, President China, and U.S. meeting and possible lockdown on Friday of the U.S. government.